Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to today's Pick a Card reading. We're going to be taking a look at the next 48 hours for you. So I've got 3 different readings for you to choose from with 3 different crystals. And as I hold these up to the camera, I will be playing a sound for those of you that like to choose your reading clairaudiently. So let's go ahead and jump into the reading selection. All right, if you need more time, you can pause the video or go down to the description box and hit the reading selection timestamp. We're going to begin with reading number 1, but all 3 readings will be timestamped in the description box as well. So go ahead and find your timestamp and I'll see you there. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what the next 2 days is going to look like for you, starting with a mind oracle. So you've got worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case, however. You are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. Beautiful message. So the next 2 days is really going to be about you. It's going to be about choosing more of a selfish energy and knowing that you are worthy of that. There's so many good things that are heading your way or are already in your life, and you're being asked to take a look at those things and be open to them. So the next 2 days is about you feeling worthy and knowing that, you know what? You don't have to over-explain. You don't have to justify why it is that you want that thing that's going to make you happy. Sometimes you just need to let yourself have it and recognize that you're not a bad person or you're not doing anything wrong because you don't have a deep, powerful reason as to why you want it. And if you do have that, that's okay too. But there's just this feeling of like, accepting what you want and giving yourself permission to have it because it makes you happy and you're allowed to feel happy. And there doesn't have to be this big woo-ha of like, I don't even know what that means, girl, but there doesn't have to be this big reason as to why it's going to bring you happiness. It just brings you happiness and you're worthy of that. Pull some angel numbers. I think one flipped around. No? Okay. I thought one flipped around. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So we've got 525, reshape, and 4444 triumph. On the bottom of the deck is 69, accountability. You're really taking charge. I feel like there's something that you are achieving. You're looking to feel successful about something. And in order for you, okay, here's the thing. You can have all of the success that you want, but if you don't feel worthy of it, then it's going to feel like a relief and not something that you can feel happy and celebratory over. So you're reshaping your belief system. The next 2 days is about you allowing yourself to feel successful and triumphant over things, not because you've checked off some boxes on a to-do list, but because you are doing things. Like, you are the person that is taking the practical and real steps to achieve the things that you want and get yourself closer to the life that you desire. So it's a couple things. It's feeling worthy of the success that you have, feeling worthy of the happiness that's on its way or already there for you, and feeling worthy just as yourself, that you're allowed to receive. And with that, it does look like the next 2 days is going to kind of provide you with an opportunity to reevaluate or reshape what it is that's going to make you happy. Because it looks like there's a little bit of some misguided perceptions, or your vision is built off of something that you thought would make you happy but won't actually. So there's this need to reevaluate, to shift the vision that you have for yourself so that you can lean into this happiness. So this is about you taking a look at the happiness in your life and just saying, I'm going to take accountability for the fact that I'm not happy, or in this area of my life, it doesn't feel stable. It doesn't feel consistent. I feel held back. I feel like a victim, and I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to shift. I'm going to reflect. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be mindful about the reflection that I'm doing. And when I come out of this, I'm going to feel so much better. I'm going to feel so much more aligned and authentic about the happiness that I'm pursuing. And with that, I will feel worthy of it because I've taken the time to give myself space to breathe and understand what it is that I truly want. So the next 2 days for you is about reflection. It's about opening up. It's about reevaluation and reshaping. It's about going with the flow and really understanding what it is that you want and need in order to feel good in your life. So whatever it is that you're working on, whether it be a creative venture, if it's your career, if it's in your relationship, if it's just your relationship with yourself or your family, know that you have what it takes to reevaluate and change the narrative for yourself, for you to feel worthy and to feel connected to the life that you are building for yourself, and understand you are worthy of that. You are allowed to have a beautiful and uplifting and surprising life. And surprising in the best way possible, not this tower moment over here, but it'll be good for you. So the next 2 days, just focus on yourself, focus on your happiness, and let yourself feel worthy. I hope you have a wonderful next 2 days. I love you all. Thanks for listening. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and get into it, starting with some Mind Oracle. And you were the only group that had two cards came out while I was shuffling. So let's go ahead and read them both, starting with this one. So you've got Release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Okay. Then we've got Receive. Oh, nice. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Okay, so the next 2 days, you are clearing space for something good to come in. It looks like there are some things that maybe aren't serving you right now. It could be a person, it could be an environment, it could be maybe yourself, it could be, some habits that are a little bit toxic that you're doing. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to let it go. And obviously give yourself compassion, because I think that a lot of people like to romanticize the idea of releasing and letting go and removing and clearing space for something good to come in. And while that is, yes, a beautiful situation, it can be hard, especially if those, say, toxic things have kept you very safe or have really served you at one point in your life. It can be hard to get to a point where you feel justified in letting it go or feel worthy of letting it go. So give yourself some compassion in all of that. You're allowed to take your time in that. It's okay if it can't be done in 2 days. Okay, we'll just take that one. I really wanted to come out. So you've got 444, protection, 222, 55, self-love, and 999, release. Yeah. On the bottom of the deck is 2424, unconditional love. So this really is about you giving yourself enough love and attention to move towards your desires, to really release the things that aren't serving you anymore and move beyond it, to identify the things that you need to release, to look at it head on and say, I choose something else, and I'm allowed to choose something else. Okay, let's use some tarot to get some clarity. Yeah, you are meant to feel good. And I think that for you, let me just arrange these a little bit better. For you, you have probably been on this path for a while. It kind of seems like you have been in the position of taking charge and nurturing yourself for a while now. And this isn't new to you. This process of letting go and moving on and getting into the receiving mode for what you're asking for, that's not news to you. And the next 2 days, I feel like it's more so about you letting go of something pretty significant so that you can receive something significant. There's some kind of challenge or obstacle that you may be facing right now that I want you to know you're going to be successful with. You're going to be successful at overcoming. So, my goodness, there's a strange sound coming from my closet. Hang on one moment. Okay, it was like this plastic bag that was slowly falling over, and it sounded like something was like crawling in there. It freaked me out. Anyways, you're going to be successful at overcoming any kind of obstacles that you're facing, and especially if you get in the hang of this releasing energy, if you choose to be brave and identify what it is that you are going to be happy with moving forward, and you don't hold yourself back from it, and you choose passion, you choose your heart over your mind. Because there are definitely going to be mental limitations there in terms of you letting things go. There's definitely going to be some blockages that come up and say, hey, no, don't let this go. What if this? What if that? This kept us safe. This made us happy. This, and this, and this. There are going to be some things that kind of fire off and say that you shouldn't move on. But you should. You really should. And you should give yourself permission to let it go. To let it go and let it be free so that it can experience its own life while you thrive in yours, because you are worthy of all of this abundance. You are worthy of this success, but you have to be the one to choose it and actively move towards it. So the next 2 days is about you releasing so that you can receive. It's about you clearing space so that you can achieve something and really be successful and feel successful in what you're asking for. Love it. So if you found this reading to be helpful and insightful and you like the way that I read, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful next 2 days. Blessed be. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what the next 2 days has in store for you, starting with a mind oracle. So you've got step back, okay? You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Very clear message. So it looks like the next 2 days is about you doing less, about maybe resting. Bumped my camera. Giving yourself permission to not take action because you may be very confused. You may be very overwhelmed with everything that's going on, and you need some clarity. And the only way that you're going to find that clarity is if you give yourself the space and the breathing room to decide and to actually understand what's going on. You may be too close, like the card is saying, too close to the situation or the person or the event, in order to see all of the moving pieces. So you can make a clear and honest decision for yourself in all of this. So let's pull some angel numbers. So we've got 2020 bonds, 2134 achievement, and on the bottom of the deck is 427 authenticity. So this actually kind of feels like you're stepping away from a person, and if it's not a person, then it's something that you are very closely integrated to, or integrated with. It seems like you have really bonded your energy to something or a situation or a person, and it's not really aiding in your ability to achieve and in your ability to choose something that is authentic to you, to choose something that is meaningful and purposeful in your life. So it looks like a little bit of people pleasing maybe is going on, a little bit of self-sacrifice, potentially even playing the martyr, which has probably served you in the past, but I think that the next 2 days, it's about you not doing that anymore, about choosing a new path, and having the ability to feel like your successes really matter to you. Because they should feel like they matter to you. Let's take a look at some tarot. Yeah. This is a time for you to stand in your power. There's some drama, there's some conflicting energies, and it's causing you major burnout. This is going to run you into the ground. The situation that you're facing right now is no longer supportive of a happy, healthy life, and you need to do what it takes to get out of it. It seems like there's this need for you to choose something that is passionate to you and not passionate to somebody else. And that may cause an argument, that may cause a little bit of an upheaval, but that's okay. Overall, the people that matter are going to be supportive of you. The people that want to see you succeed are going to be supportive of you. And you just need to trust that you are enough as it is, and that you can stand there and be powerful as you are and allow yourself to receive the things that you really want. This is about you reflecting and really taking a look and saying, what am I doing? What is it that I want? What is authentic to me? How can I take this moment to rest and recover as I delve into what it is that's going to fulfill my life? So there is a little bit of this letting something go in order to feel connected, and you don't have to remove things in your life necessarily, but I think that the energy that you're letting go is about you sacrificing or shrinking your desires. So you're letting go of this need to force things in your life, to force things that sound really nice for other people but aren't really that great for you. So the next 2 days is about you taking accountability and really owning your desires and giving yourself permission to choose it. If people aren't supportive of you, if somebody has let you down in the past and said, you don't deserve that, or excuse me, or you don't have what it takes to achieve that, or maybe you should try something else. Fuck them, honestly. Like, excuse my language, but really, like, let those people go and do your best to choose something else. You are worthy of what you want. You are worthy of what you want, and you are allowed to go after it. You just have to give yourself permission to rest a moment, to take a break, to zoom out, stop trying so hard, and shift accordingly. Because there are some things that you are going to be wildly successful at, but you first have to give yourself the chance to know what those things are. So if you found this reading to be helpful and insightful, and you like the way that I read, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do, my goodness, my throat. I do post a weekly pick a card reading. So I thank you so much for being here, and I wish you all the best in the next 2 days. Blessed be.